Don't bother. And as for the citizens of this country, it's an everyday thing. People die in crashes. 2 people lost their necks. We get immune to this kind of stuff. I suspect it won't be long before we get immune to reports of the nature of that one with the police. There can be no excuse for delaying justice where this thing is concerned. I suspect if we were dealing with people with money who could afford good lawyers, it would be a totally different story. Most of the people on that bus were poor people. And I think a lot of what's going on is connected with that fact. To tell me that some policemen acting on a tip that are wanted guys on a bus, they don't even know if the tip is wrong, erroneous, but there can be no excuse for that, none. And I'm also disturbed by the fact that policemen are investigating this again. If in fact the report sucks, does it suck because the police deliberately wanted to suck? If the report is incomplete, inadequate, useless to the acting DPP, is that by accident or is that deliberate? And what exactly does the DPP want to know about this? What? It seems to me the main thing is, did the police open fire on a busload of people? That's the only question. And in this election season, I am surprised that there isn't more noise being made by, well, I have a friend who, when he heard that story, almost vomited. He couldn't believe it. He's a church man, of course. I'm sure there are a lot of other people like him who, when they heard about that particular incident, was sick to the stomach. But we get over it very, very quickly. We get over our sickness very, very quickly. Pretty soon, nobody's going to care. By that time, a lot of people will be paying the price. Will be paying the price for it. A lot of people. Speaking of which, I wanted to reach Dr. King today because it's occurred to me that there's just too much depression among young people in this country. You see them, sitting on the blocks. You see them at work, not excited about anything, can't concentrate. You hear employers talking about this all the time. The workers have no focus. They don't care. Everybody's turning to religion in their work time. I remember going to one particular company, and a number of workers came complaining to me that the boss was no good and boss was everything else because he didn't like the idea. He got pretty mad when they stayed in the toilet too long. And I say, well, why do you stay in the toilet so long? And the answer was, well, we're just there reading the scripture, As far as they were concerned, the man ought to give them all the time in the world during working hours to read the scriptures. There's nothing wrong with the scriptures. But I'm a little bit disturbed that too many young people, as I've said before on the show, can hardly wait to die. They're so fed up with everything around them. But that's not normal. And I was trying to reach Dr. King today to tell me a little bit about this matter of manic depression. There's a lot of that going on. When kids kill themselves, they drink Gramoxone or whatever it is, it becomes a big joke. Everybody's joking. She had a man there, the man break her heart and all this kind of stuff. Kids are not supposed to kill themselves. When kids kill themselves, we ought to be a little more meticulous to find out more about kids killing themselves. We should be more, we're just not interested enough. And I hope Dr. King will call me tomorrow. I tried to get you all day, Doc, and couldn't get you guys. I really had hoped I'd be able to talk a little more in detail about that. One more little story. I want to not read the story, but I couldn't believe I read this, and I thought I wanted to share this with you. Oh boy, where is it? Yeah, and this is some Dr. Edmonds. You might remember he was in this show. Don't tell me I didn't take it with me. Yeah. Dr. Edmonds, remember him on this show? I am made to understand from press reports and from people of St. Vincent that the PM of St. Lucia, Dr. Kenny Anthony, referred to the leader of the opposition of St. Vincent in the taxonomic terminology of an animal in the lower evolutionary level than Homo sapiens. You want to read that again? I am made to understand